What do you call them?
I can't do this anymore.
What's going on, Ram fam? So, are you watching Our Kind of People on Hulu? I think it is. Um, that show, the very first episode, I did not enjoy it, but I decided to keep watching it so that I can have something to discuss with you all. It's got my boy Morris Chestnut in it and Lance Gross, but I think it comes down to a lot of these black shows is the writing. The writing and then also the reality of when you're picking your cast. So when they write stories, you have to remember what you wrote because the cast member that you pick has to match the story, or otherwise it's going to lead people to come to conclusions, which I have done. So, as I said, Our Kind of People. I don't really like it, but I'm still watching it every week. I'm on episode 4, waiting for episode 5 to come out. So, this is what I don't like about it. First of all, it is like Scandal. It's like Scandal and like Greenleaf mixed together. And I can see a little bit of Queen Sugar. Now, the fact of Queen Sugar and Greenleaf is that it's a family business. They're trying to keep the family business running. But Greenleaf, the similarity to Greenleaf is that there's all this drama and this extra drama, right? So I'm watching this show and I'm thinking, the woman, maybe, and next time when we talk about it, I'll have all the names in order. But I'm thinking Evelyn or whatever her name is, that she legitimately was trying to have this hair company to honor her mother. Her daughter doesn't really look like her. They didn't do a good job there. Her daughter has super thick lips, and it's like, okay, where did you get this daughter from? I wonder what her dad looks like because she looks nothing like you. Then on the Franklins, as the story continues to develop, right? And I think her name is Leah. I don't know. But the other mom, as the story develops, right? Her mother passed away, and her daughter got into fights because they were calling her grandmother dark as a skillet. Skillets are dark, and neither she or her mother are dark enough to have come from anybody who looks like a skillet. Then in the Franklin household, his daughter, I think she's Leah actually. Leah is darker, right? Her and Morris Chestnut, they are dark skinned people. So where did they come with these kids? Yes, black people come in all shades, but I think sometimes the reality of casting does us no justice. But like I said, if that grandmother that passed away is supposed to be as dark as a skillet, her daughter is not dark. Her granddaughter is not dark. So you go over to the Franklin household. So this is where I am. This is what I'm thinking is occurring. The fact that Mr. Franklin, admitted to having an extra daughter so quickly, I think there's something more to this story, right? Particularly because we're only on episode 4. Him, and that's a perfect guy. Let me say that. That's the perfect man. They picked Papa Pope to be the father on this show. I don't think there's anyone who could have played that part any better than him. But I'm looking and I'm watching, and I believe that the secret that is being held is that the aunt Angie, that's her name, Angie's aunt, has a secret with Mr. Franklin that has nothing to do with an ex-boyfriend or ex-husband or whomever got killed. I think it has to do with the fact that Angela was sold for $50,000, I think it was, and then they're trying to make her mother out to be some type of maid and druggie or whatever. They may not have used the word druggie, but she was the maid. This is what I believe. Because Miss Franklin's mom took Angela as her daughter, I believe that that is her daughter. Yes, we know that dementia plays different parts, and it reacts differently in different people. You may think someone is someone that they're not, but when you go back to review the storyline, that she knew that he was having an affair with the other woman. There was some type of mix-up or a selling or something going on with the child, and you don't know that this one is your child and not that one. I think that she is really Angela's mother, and the one who died, the one who's dark as a frying pan, is Leah's mother. I want you to get at me. Let's discuss this, because I would like to go live and talk about this. Let's have a panel discussion on Our Kind of People and just the writing of Black shows, period. Because Lee Daniels has something to do with this show. And it's poor. I'm not going to say it's truly poor, but I think there is something to his shows, Oprah and Tyler Perry, the three of them. And all these things that Monique had to say some time back, some of it is coming to fruition. But the writing, there's always some type of issue in their shows that says we got to look at our people a little bit better. Now, also, are you guys watching that show Blood and Water? I just started the second season. I believe that show is written better than Our Kind of People. Is it because they're children versus adults? I don't know, but I just don't like the scandalous drama as opposed to in Blood and Water. It's regular, it's teenage drama. I don't really care for teenage drama, but it happens. All of the social media stuff, the getting jealous about your boyfriend and girlfriend and you've been friends for, like that kind of stuff, that's normal, that happens in teenagers' lives. But here's the fact. In Blood and Water, there's a suspicion that Fikile is the sister who was abducted 17 years ago. And the daughter, Pulang, continues to go on this hunt. And she finds out that she believes that this is her sister. She has a DNA test done. And they have their teenage drama. Whereas in Our Kind of People, Leah, or whatever her name is constantly trying to take out Angela. Like competition, and she's admitting, I don't have a problem with you personally. It's basically she's like, it's because you're the bastard child and I don't want any siblings. That's a problem, because if you in this siddity club that you're in is supposed to be raising Black women up and Black people up, why are you trying to take her out, whether she's your sister or not? And that's what I don't like. I don't like that family, that nasty family business. Now, in Greenleaf, when they were doing it, it was more so of like family secrets, and it was so dramatic that I didn't like, but it was so real. These family secrets are there. And when it came out that Faith was not the biological daughter of the dad, like that is a believable story. Okay, that she messed around with this guy, they had a baby, and way back when he was like, I don't want to know, I'm gonna take care of it. And then these are people of the cloth, so they don't want their secrets to be known. But the mother continues to mistreat Faith all her life. Like, that's real. That stuff happens. Blood and Water, that stuff happens. Now, in Our Kind of People, I'm certain that somewhere that stuff happens, but here's the problem for me. The problem for me is where in the Black community, in the Black family, does that happen? Maybe I don't know, because I don't come from a wealthy family. I don't have any wealthy friends in my network. But that's, to me, like that's some wealthy white people stuff. And just like in Scandal, the way that they were trying to take each other out, and in House of Cards, how power holds people, holds you accountable. Lance Gross's character is just trying to make an honest living because his father used to work for the man, and he got a crush on Angela. But what do? How do you do that? And it's just like in Greenleaf, the security guard, he just was trying to have an honest little love relationship, but since he works for the pastor, how can you do that? So let's talk about it. I want to have a full panel discussion with people who are watching Our Kind of People, and let's just chop it up. Black TV shows, black entertainment, period. Because I'm not really feeling Our Kind of People, and I believe that Blood and Water is written a lot better.
I can't do this anymore. Left my past all on the floor. I've been trying to keep it moving. Now we going north, going up 2, 3, up 2, 3. Got this joy inside of me because I can't do this anymore. Left my past all on the floor. I've been trying to keep it moving. Now we going north.